Habern Orthodontics, and I'm Natalie, and this
Laura.
is Laura, and
Yep.
we're with ModMom TV. And Laura, have you noticed I've been wearing braces for the last 10 months?
I have. I've been having fun listening to you sometimes when she messes up.
I stumble over my words a little bit. Yeah,
It's very cute.
And so I have the clear braces, and there's a reason why I chose clear versus Invisalign versus the metal braces that I had when I was a teenager. So we're going to talk to Dr. Habern and get his opinion on the pros and cons of each. So let's go back and see what's going on. He's working right now. Let's go see if we can find someone else. Casey, come here. Okay, so this is my friend Casey. Now, do you notice that she's wearing braces? When did you get these on?
Last week.
Now, did you have something on before these?
I did. I was using Invisalign before I got braces.
Now tell me why you switched from Invisalign to this.
My treatment was too complex for Invisalign. It would have just taken probably another year or a year and a half with the trays, whereas Dr. Habern could speed it up a little faster by just putting some brackets on and doing what we needed to do.
That's smart. So she sees how effective braces are, how quickly things move. And so how long had you been wearing your Invisalign?
Already a year.
Already a year, and you really hadn't seen a lot of
Not
movement.
a whole lot.
But tell me, so what's a benefit of Invisalign? What did you enjoy about it?
So I loved Invisalign because I could floss as often as I wanted to.
I miss flossing. Yes.
Flossing was good, and then I could just take them out, and if something was bothering me, I could take it out and get it adjusted and put it right back in. It was no big deal. Whereas with braces, it's almost impossible to floss, and if you need something adjusted, it takes a little bit longer to fix things that are bothering your gums and stuff like that. But other than that, they're pretty much the same as far as how much I like them, you know what I mean? But if I had only needed braces for 6 months, I would have just kept Invisalign. It would have been fine.
But you had a little more intense
a little more
treatment.
twerking to do. So.
Exactly. Yeah, so I had a little snaggle tooth down here that because I hadn't been wearing my retainer for the last 30 years, and so things just kind of move, where I think Invisalign, it would have taken a long time to get that back in place, where braces, I think, within 8 to 10 months, you can have it back to where it's supposed to be. Yeah, but I can't eat salads without things getting stuck all in there.
Spinach is the worst.
Spinach is the worst. So Invisalign is beneficial in that, where you can talk to humans.
It's great leftovers.
Yeah, let's pick that out for later.
Exactly.
All right, thanks, Casey.
We have lots of options now when it comes to orthodontics. Let's first of all talk about Invisalign, some of the benefits and some of the cons involved.
Invisalign is a nice product in which you wear individual little clear plastic trays. They're custom made for you. They're worn basically 22 hours a day. Depending on treatment, you may going into 10 trays versus 20 trays. Each tray again is worn 22 hours a day, and we typically in this office give you 3 sets of trays, so each one is worn for 2 weeks. So you got 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. We'll see you back in 6 weeks. We then give you more trays. The nice thing about Invisalign is that there's no braces, and that's what's kind of nice about Invisalign. The con of Invisalign is it's a little still unpredictable actually what the result is at the end. It could be that it works out perfectly, but many times we have to do a little bit of refinement, they call it, and you may find that one tooth didn't quite move enough during the process, and then thus we may have to make some more trays. Now, the one thing also we do here is that at the very end of treatment, if we find that it's just not, Invisalign is not working, we come back and put some form of braces on if we needed to move that one individual tooth, and that may be only for 2 weeks.
So this works for like about 70%, and the cost can be a little bit higher, but again, the pro is you don't see it.
Absolutely, and it's a lot of adults that have had braces before don't want to be back in braces again. They opt for this option a lot. So it works pretty well. We use it a lot here. It's a fun option. The problem for the orthodontist is that we don't know what the result will be until they finish the trays, and then we can sit down and kind of figure out where to go from there.
No control. All right, now let's talk about this. Now, Natalie's been using these, okay?
Yes. The nice thing about clear brackets is that number one, they're clear. The second thing is they're a fixed item, meaning that versus a removable, we have something that's glued on. So ultimately, you don't have to keep up with the trays at all because these are in your mouth. What does the work is the wire. So basically, you'd come in about once every month. We make adjustments in the wire, make your teeth move, just like regular metal brackets. Obviously, the nice thing about clear is that it's a lot more aesthetic. So we typically Depending on the bracket, we have kind of two varieties here. We still have those, and these brackets are actually made out of glass, they're porcelain, so that we have these little O's, but not maybe not colored ones, but clear ones that we can put on there. So the 3 elements to braces is the bracket, the arch wire, the wire itself, and then the little O's that we put on and connect to it. It causes the tooth to move via the wire.
So you have more control on that, but they tend to be a little bit bigger than your standard metal.
Because they're porcelain and not metal, they have to be a little bulkier so that they won't fracture. So they tend to be a little bit bigger, and then we may have to change out some O's because they could discolor. But generally, you come back in every 3 to 4 weeks anyway to change those out.
When we're making a decision, whether it be your child or yourself, give us kind of a rundown of what we would really need to know.
You look at your child's mouth, and you know something is maybe a little amiss.
Right.
So now the question is that the big deal for most parents need to know, number one thing is it's all about timing. Timing is critical. There's certain windows that we do certain things in. And so my suggestion always is go early. I know it seems kind of a little bit premature when they don't have all their permanent teeth, they still have some baby teeth. Go in and see orthodontist probably. Ideally, it would be when the lower front 4 permanent teeth are present and the upper 2 front teeth. So that's around 8 years old-ish. And go see an orthodontist. The cool thing about that is that there's some things that orthodontist can do that's very simple, can get you out of a huge problem and maybe eliminate braces forever. Or the second option would be is at least you have the comfort thinking that, oh, we're good. We can wait a little while. And so early treatment, a lot of times we do early treatment between 8 and 10 or 11 years old. It really works very well. It's not for everybody, but certain cases it really works really well. Then what happens is the next one would be is around 11 and a half to about 13 years old. Those adolescence years when they have all their permanent teeth, but we're really looking at not only straightening teeth at that moment in time, but also fixing bites. We can actually fix how they all fit together. That's the time. Once you get past that 13, 14, 15-year-old, it gets really difficult to fix a bite. Go see an orthodontist, have them take a look at them, and then do some evaluation for yourself. Make sure that you kind of are informed of what they're trying to do and what the outcome is supposed to be.
Oh, special deal alert.
First off, look at these. Hopefully this is the last time you'll be seeing these braces. So Dr. Hayburn just told us if you mention ModMom TV when you call or make an appointment, you'll get $500 off a complete set of either Invisalign or clear, whatever, or just regular if you want to send your kid to get braces, doesn't matter. Mention,
good deal.
Yeah, mention. It's really the best deal I've seen for an orthodontist. So $500 off a complete set, but you gotta mention ModMom TV. Do it.
Buy braces.
Yeah, buy braces.